Sunhi.
Oh my gosh, yes, hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Thank you again for coming on.
Also, don't mind my voice. I've just been singing too much. A lot of shows lately, so
yes.
I let my voice rest a little bit, clearly.
Girl, you're all good. So I have just, a few questions. Before we get started, I want to do like icebreaker questions. So I know you're into anime.
Oh my god.
So I want to ask you, like, what's your top 3 animes?
Oh, top 3? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first one, I have to give props to Elfen Lied, but it's really old, so most people don't really know about it.
Okay.
But that is my top. My number 1. Then second to that, it would probably have to be Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex.
Okay.
And then number 3, I'm gonna go with something that's more like newer gen. So it's gotta be, Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
I really love Chainsaw Man. I've watched that 8 times already.
Okay. I never heard of those.
Okay.
I'm old school, like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I've been watching One Piece.
Okay.
I've had Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Avatar's not anime, but I'm throwing Avatar.
But people do consider it anime. So
okay, good. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Haters. Okay, that's good to know. I want to know how you came up with your name, Sunhi. Is that your real name or? Oh, that's your name?
That's my middle name, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, I'm heavy into K-pop, but also like to give people some demographic background. I am a mixed baby, so that is my middle name, and I was like, it's a good name, and it's different. I'm already influenced by like K-pop, Korean, like R&B and Korean rap anyway, so why not like have my name be that? Because I already make music. I mean, mind you, you can tell my music's pretty R&B, but like it's gonna sound different to the typical like R&B like lovers, because there is that bit of like J-pop / like Korean music influence.
Yeah.
So
I hear it a lot too. I know you said that. I looked up some information. Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
Is an influence. I heard in the music too. I know you said Chris Brown, SWV, K-pop. So I love that. I have some Janae. Do you know Down For You from From You Got Served? No. Dang, I'm gonna put you on that.
I know. Okay.
I have that in the mix, and then some Chris Brown, but that's cool. That's why I know that.
Yeah.
So if you wasn't an artist, what do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, if I wasn't an artist, that's really challenging because there's a lot of things that I'm interested in, and I'm trying to compact them all into this life that I'm living. I do have an interest in voice acting, especially like, because my voice is naturally higher pitched when I'm not like, overusing it. But, so there's that. And what else do I do? I am a radio voice personality, but there's other things I may find interesting. Like, I love video games. Like, while I love anime, I love video games. And sometimes it does just pop into my head, like, Sue, what if you were, a Twitch streamer, and like, I don't got the time though, but I think that would be cool.
What's your favorite video game? Like, or just name a few.
Nobody's gonna really know this, but if you do and you're listening in, shout out to you because you're a real gamer. It's gonna be controversial, but Tales of Symphonia, and I mean Tales of Symphonia 1. That's the first like real JRPG that I've ever played, and it changed my entire childhood. Mind you, I do play a lot of fighting games and a lot of horror games, a lot of FPS, but that game, I will always claim that game as my number 1.
Do you like GTA?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
They're taking too long to make the next one.
But listen though, like GTA 5 is like, I keep scrolling and like I keep seeing all these mods that they keep adding and makes me want to go back and play it.
With the police, when he's doing a little thing. I'm like,
yes.
what is this?
I've even seen this like mod where this guy, like, he was a whole pigeon and he was like pranking this other player and throwing like snowballs, and the other player didn't know what it was.
That's just too much.
And the pigeon stole his car and everything. It was funny, absolutely.
Too much technology. So your sound is so original. I want to know, as an artist, how did you develop your sound?
Okay, it was very challenging because, I mean, I did grow up in a church, and, And with that, it was challenging because I know that they wanted me to sound. There was this other singer in the church, and she was so talented. Can't remember what her name was. I was super young, but they wanted me to sing like her because I was the only other person at my like age range that could like sing to a degree. But the way she sung was just not for me. It felt so uncomfortable. But then when I sing songs that are from anime or like from video games, it just felt so natural. I'll use one for example, like the opening theme song to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Now that song I can't even remember the name of it, but that song had me in a chokehold for years. But I sung it so well, and that taught me, like, okay, you can sing, you just don't need to sound like everybody is telling you you need to sound. So I pursued that a little bit, but then when I got to high school, I still was not great at writing songs. So that was something I had to navigate, and then I found my younger brother actually put me on to Janae Aiko, shout out to him. And so when I started listening to her, I was like, wait a second, she sounds so different than what everybody else would push me to sound like. And I also loved her music, and then I also loved Chris Brown. So I studied her because she does this technique. It's called like whisper singing. I do like a partial whisper singing, but I mostly use a lot of like Chris Brown style.
I can tell.
Yeah, because I studied that man for 3 years because I was like, I mean, I still study him, but like 3 years I definitely dedicated. I was listening to every song. I was practicing his runs. I was just learning how he does his effects, like how he structures his songs in general, and it really helped me so much. And like when you embody all of those along with all the other groups and singers that I listen to that influence me, you get Sunhi.
And here she is.
And here I am.
Just amazing music.
Thank you.
So I love the song Earth Angel, which is the song I'm about to get into. Can you just tell me how the creative process behind making that song?
Ooh, okay, so I will divulge. I actually had a very challenging year. 2025 was very hard for me. The best way to explain it is I went through a lot of trials. I'm a heavy believer in God.
Amen.
You know, like, and I did go through a lot of trials, and it pushed me to a very low point. And I had to really figure out how to pick myself back up. And as I'm going and getting stronger in my journey with God, I'm starting to feel so close to him, to the point where I feel like I have like my own personal guardian angel that's like watching over me and you know, helping me through a lot of these things that I'm going through. And so I wanted to write a song that motivated me to just keep going. So the song, I wrote it as a love song for those who want to hear a love song from me, because I do make a lot of those anyway. But the real meaning behind the song is it's in the voice of my earth angel. And it's motivating me to keep going.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
2025 was a tough year for me as well.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
that song is just so beautiful, and just the story behind it is even more great. Love for Sale was your recent project, which I really, really enjoyed. I can tell you were telling a love story.
Absolutely.
And can you just explain the title of the project and just the creative process behind the project?
Yes. So Love for Sale, man. Okay, that project. That's my first project, by the way, and it is really deep.
You did a really good job.
Thank you so much.
I really liked it.
I don't get a lot of feedback about myself sometimes.
Really good.
Oh my god.
Yes, girl.
Thank you.
Killing it. I'm an Army lover, and I was like,
thank you.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, that is so. I'm grateful to hear stuff like that. And thank you for taking the time to listen to it. Because all of my songs are real stories, y'all. Straight from the heart, straight from my experiences. So that album is, because I'm such a loving person and I'm very like genuine when I do invest in anybody, whether it be a friend, a family member, or a romantic interest. I'm giving you my all. Like, I'm not gonna play mind games. I'm not going to have you going every which way trying to figure me out where my head is at. And it is a journey of being hurt, leaving some, experiences in the past and then trying to pursue new love. And then with the final song, oh my gosh, Bay is such a good song, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like, finishing out with that song, I don't even know how I came up with that song, but I'm grateful to have been able to experience the process of putting together an album. And I actually have a mentor that I send all my songs to before I even release them. His name is Big Ben. He's a producer, and he works closely with Wavy Wayne. You can find both of them on social media platforms. But he helped me also make sure I structured my songs properly and put them in the right order. But I really just wanted to take everybody on a journey of getting to know me and how I think romantically. Because I don't really talk much. I'm not the most open about dating or any of my personal experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's so private. It's sensitive. Yeah, because I mean, sometimes you have to be concerned with what people will do with that information. So, so I try to leave most of my emotional explanations to my music, unless I feel comfortable with you. But I really just wanted people to see that side of me. And they'll continue to see my most vulnerable self as I put out more songs. I'm actually dropping a song on Friday, y'all.
Woo! Yes! What's the song called? What's it about? Like, a little insight?
It's called Waiting.
Waiting, okay.
And, of course, it's about love.
Okay.
So
there needs to be more love in the world.
I agree. Some people are like, stop making so many love songs, but I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about. So
yeah.
But that song is going to drop on Friday. And it's literally about, because I start off the year motivating myself and motivating you guys, with Earth Angel. But this song is about waiting for someone that you can't get out of your head. They literally are on your mind at every point of the day when you do have a second to think. And even when you don't have a second to think, they take up space. And you feel strongly that it's them, so you're just hoping that they come get you. You make me feel like my storytelling is really good.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Thank
it really
you.
Is. It really is. I swear.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So you were born in North Carolina?
I was born in North Carolina.
Grew up in Hawaii?
I did. Well, I want to say I grew up in Hawaii. I spent my childhood in North Carolina, but most of my adult life in Hawaii. So
really, can you talk about that dynamic growing up in North Carolina and Hawaii? That's a big.
It's drastically different.
Cultural difference.
Yes, very different. So with North Carolina, of course, it's like, both North Carolina and Hawaii do have a strong sense of, I want to say that countryside feel. Absolutely. There are parts of Hawaii that are very city, especially if you're on the island of Oahu. And of course, most people know about the cities of Raleigh, Durham, and what's the other one? Fayetteville, Charlotte. I think Charlotte is the big one. I'm trying to talk about North Carolina like I remember that state. There's a lot of things that I don't really remember about North Carolina. There are some important parts. Like my family they have like a family farm. So I do remember that I was outside on the farm shucking peas and like, it was cool. Like we had every animal you could think of on that farm. We had bulls, cows, pigs, foxes, guineas, roosters, cows. And the cow, I gotta talk about the cow. Her name was Della. She was like this golden cow with blonde hair. Oh wow. She was so pretty for a cow. Like she should have her own cartoon type pretty, but that was my experience growing up in North Carolina. And for Hawaii, it was, I don't know, I would say it's more so pretty to digest because of how there's like always a beautiful ocean. Yeah. There's always so many mixtures of cultures in Hawaii, and because it's such an island and so small of a space, you kind of can't help but run into another cultural experience. So that's what I'll say is different. The main difference between the two is, of course, the landscape and the compacted cultural diversity. I feel with North Carolina, it was mostly like I want to say Black people in that area.
Yeah.
At least for where I was. And I don't know, I haven't been there in a while. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I haven't been in North Carolina in like almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. I don't know much about it anymore.
Listen, one day you'll go back. It's super country. My family's from Arkansas, so
Cool.
I know like the country life and all that. So I know it can be like, okay, like ready to go. Like, you know, there's no Wi-Fi, there's nothing.
I'm feeling
so
that, yeah.
I understand completely. So
The hour of the day that I leave the house.
yeah, it's insane. I stay in Cedar Park, so coming here, I'm like, it's 6.
I know, like, is nobody home? Like,
Nope.
why is everybody on the road at the same time?
I don't know. It's a mess.
I'm complaining.
I want to know, what age did you start making music?
Ooh, what age? Ugh.
And is anyone in your family musically inclined?
No,
Oh.
absolutely not. But they do love music. It's just like they can't sing.
Okay.
My brother, no, he can't. He absolutely cannot sing. But so it's kind of weird because I did have to teach myself a lot of stuff on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But when did I start music? It definitely was when I was probably in high school.
Okay.
And that's when my music absolutely
North
was
Carolina?
not great.
Okay.
But I didn't put out any songs or do any official recordings. I was just
Mhm.
scribbling in my notebook,
Okay.
writing what I thought was okay.
Mhm.
You know, hindsight 2020 was absolutely not good.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never hear those songs. But
So that was your first like writing
attempt. Yeah.
So when did you start taking it seriously?
Seriously,
Recording and stuff like that.
it was definitely during COVID.
Okay.
During that time, I was able to have like 6 months off of work.
Okay.
So I was literally just at home, just chilling. And aside from playing Animal Crossing for 356 hours and 28 minutes on my Switch, for all the gamers listening.
What was that?
Yeah, it's a Nintendo Switch game. One of my friends at the time told me about this app that like you can like make songs and record songs on. So I started doing that, like short form songs, and I started uploading them, and then like people were liking them, and I was like, why? Because I didn't think they were good. And then it got to the point where like one of the more like popular groups on the app heard about me and heard some of my songs, that they actually reached out to me and were like, do you want to join our group? And like we just do a lot of song collabs, like and this is still during COVID. And one of the people in the group was actually the fiance of an established producer. So I ended up working with her husband, or now her husband, and we put out my first songs in 2021, which is The Remedy, Ice Cold, and My Greatest Success, and Heart versus I. And then the last song that I was able to do with him is Honesty.
Okay.
So.
And I think we're, as creators, we're hard on ourselves. So it probably wasn't bad, as you would say, just probably to you. Because I feel like a lot of artists are very critical and very overcritical about their music, and it's really good. Like, it's so good. Sometimes it's not. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. It's actually good.
I hear you.
Especially not starting at a young age and having a family that's in it, and you're making it on your own.
Yeah.
So I think give yourself some more grace. You probably was really good. And I also want to know how long have you been in Austin?
Since October 2023.
Okay, so not too long, like 2 years,
yeah,
2-3
not
years.
too long.
So how do you go about finding producers and engineers and things like that to work with, or do you do everything yourself?
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I'm such a type A personality. I'm not really someone who will sit and wait for things to just fall in my lap.
Okay.
I will hunt stuff down. Like, I spend hours on BeatStars looking for beats, and then I'll purchase the beats because I'm not really keen on working with producers. I've had some negative experiences, so I try to keep myself separate from them as much as possible. Not to say I won't work with any in the future. but this is like just a comfortable workflow for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have an audio engineer that I send everything to. His name is Shane Thompson. I think his last name, I don't know. I always use his first name. I never use his last name.
Okay.
But his socials, if anybody needs a mixed or mastered with a great price, who does exceptional work, his social media is Shane Mixed It on IG. Yeah, shout out to Shane. I'm gonna text him as soon as this is over and tell him I shouted you out again. But he just had a baby, but that man is very talented.
Mm-hmm.
So my workflow is literally, I'll find the beat on BeatStars, I'll write the song, see if I like it or not, see if it's worthy to be released, and then once I feel like it is, I'll record it in my home studio. And then I'll purchase the beat if I really still like it, because you know it sounds differently when you like try to navigate the beat and then when you officially record it. So then once I record it, I send it off to Shane after I buy the beat, and then that's like my entire flow.
Okay. How did you linking with Jay Soldier and being on the pre-roll? How did that come about?
I don't know. I think that was all God.
Amen.
Because I don't, like I said earlier, I don't know how I got on that showcase. Just because and this is literally my perception, I just don't feel like I blended with the rest of the artists as far as like genres and like feel and style. But there is this event that Jay Soldier will hold where we meet up at, I think this place is called The Slab. It's like a barbecue joint. I know I'm messing that name up. I'm so sorry if you guys are listening, but they meet up there and he will listen to our songs on his live.
Oh, wow.
And then determine if we have what it takes to, I want to say, just seem like a very well-rounded, refined artist. And if we are, then we have the opportunity to be in the showcases. Some people will pay to be on the showcases, but if he chooses you, that means he actually recognizes your talent. So I'm grateful for that, and thank you, Jay Soldier, for giving me that opportunity. Because really, as artists, just having someone that'll put us on the stage actually does wonders for us as far as our resume and like other opportunities that we can be afforded. So
yeah, shout out to Jay. He's having a lot of like free events for South by. I'm gonna text you.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to him. Like I said, that was my first time seeing you there. I think that was like really my first event. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm new to Austin too. Only been here for a year.
Did you like that show?
I did. I did. It was packed. It was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of. I didn't expect that many people to be there.
I know.
It was super like organized. Lynn was there.
Yes.
Lynn, and she sings too, but she mostly raps.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she can sing.
I've only seen her do rap.
I know. She can sing really good. Yeah, she was there. So shout out to what he's doing with what Jay Soldier's doing for the and things like that. You know, how has being an artist impacted your life? Deep question.
Yes. I like giving like really deep answers because it's my one and only time to talk. I don't really talk to anybody throughout the day, but so let's see. How has music impacted my life?
Yes, how has being an artist impacted your life?
How has being an artist impacted my life? I want to say it's done some crazy positive things for me. Not only so of course, I mean, you have the opportunity to address anything that you experience, you know, within yourself through introspection and retrospection. But my music allows me to dive into a deeper level of healing. And then I also have the opportunity to use my music to heal other people that may be going through something similar, especially when they ask me why I wrote something and I tell them, and that helps them on their journey as well. Because I'm big on mental health, and I'm big on just, you know, being vulnerable with your feelings, your thoughts, so that you can, you know, use that to be the best version of yourself. And that's the mental health / you know, growth and development side of it. But on the professional pursuits side, I would say that being an artist has opened some really crazy doors for me. I do have an opportunity that I'm so excited that's coming up later in this year during the summer, but I can't reveal it right now.
Okay.
But I'm just grateful that I've been able to work on my craft to the point where I can get indoors based off of merit and like the talent that I possess. I'm getting on stages I never thought I would get on, and because I'm so big on anime and video games, I'm actually being invited to perform and host events and be in those spaces to that degree. And that's like starting to really take off to where people are starting to like find out about me because I'm doing these events, and then word is spreading around about me, and then other people are asking me to do their events. So it's just really been a bunch of blessings if I just sum it all up together.
That's amazing. And like music is so impactful, and like you said, you was talking about mental health. Has it helped with your mental health as well, just making music and putting it out to people?
Absolutely, because when I got serious about making music, because my music is real stories, a lot of the times when I would write songs, it's because of how I'm feeling literally right then in that moment. But as I've become more comfortable in my artist journey, I'm able to have an experience and then articulate it in a song later. While being in a more healed mindset, in a more healed state. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting, but very productive.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love when artists are vulnerable in their music and not like talk about the same thing or not being honest, about certain things.
People can feel that.
Yes, because people literally can feel when it's not authentic, when it's not real. So I love when artists are vulnerable and talk about real things in their music. And this is probably gonna be the last question. I'm playing one more song as well. So typically, like, where do you draw inspiration from when you're creating a project, when you're creating music? Because I know, like, as artists, you guys probably get like writer's block and sometimes fog, and you don't feel inspired. So like, where do you draw inspiration from?
Draw inspiration from. Okay, I have to reiterate this again. Like, for all of my songs,